Canvas users, this is Marie Henderson. In this video, we'll look at getting started with Quizzes.Next. First, you'll need to go to Settings in your course and turn on the Quizzes.Next feature option. So I'm here in my example history course again, and I'm going to navigate in the course navigation to Settings. And here across the top, the fifth tab is Feature Options. And here in the list, I need to go down towards the bottom to Quizzes.Next and simply click on the switch. I get a green check mark. And then when I navigate to Assignments, I'll see a new button here at the top that says Plus Quiz Test. And when I click that, I'll be able to get started with Quizzes.Next. The first step is to give your quiz a name. So maybe we are working still on branches of U.S. government, and my quiz is going to be worth 100 points. You can, of course, adjust that later based on the number of questions you design. I'm going to leave the assignment group alone, but of course, if you've created a specific assignment group that is connected in PowerSchool, such that your grades will push back to PowerSchool from Canvas, you would want to select that group here. I'm going to leave the display grade as points. You have the option to not include your quiz in the final grade, but I'm not going to check that at this moment. Leave the submission type here alone. All of this needs to stay like it is in order to use the new quizzing feature. If you are so inclined, you can check the box to sync to PowerSchool or to your Student Information Center. And then here at the bottom, you get to decide who to assign the quiz to, when it's due, and when it's available. I'm going to pick a due date here, and then I will save and publish. Once this loads, I'll be able to continue on to creating my questions for my quiz. This may take longer than you expect. So here in the Quizzes.Next tool, the first tab here across the top is Build, and this is where I'll be building the questions themselves, giving the instructions for the quiz, and I can edit the title if I need to. I can also access my item banks from here if I'm so inclined to use questions that I've built for previous quizzes. I can also navigate to the settings here across the top, and I have a variety of options for changing up how my quiz works in Canvas. Next, you'll come to Reports. Until students take the quiz, there won't be much information here, but you can come back after students take the quiz and get a quiz and item analysis. And if you're using outcomes or rubrics in your course, you can also tie questions to those outcomes and then get an analysis of that situation here as well. Last but not least, here across the top, you have the option to moderate the quiz. So while the quiz is going on, you can come here and see what's going on for a particular student or group of students. All right, let's go back over to Build, and we'll get started by adding some instructions here. Whatever you would say out loud, as well as anything that you feel like students need to know during the quiz itself, you might include here in the instructions box. This is very similar to the rich content editor and supports a variety of tools that you can integrate right here into your quiz, along with text formatting that you're used to using anywhere in Canvas. Give some directions and click Done, and then click the blue plus sign to get started with the content itself. These are the different question types for Quizzes.Next. We'll look at each one in future videos, but I also want to point out that you have the option of accessing your item bank up here at the top. So any questions that you've created previously in Quizzes.Next are available here in the item bank, and you can also start new banks of new questions that you'll use both for this quiz and for quizzes in the future. In our next videos, we'll look at the individual question types. If at any time you have questions or need further assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thanks, and have a great day.